Alright, so, finally got new episodes of TMNT, and really excited to see new episodes of the show. Nick, you really do treat this show poorly. You really do. You really treat this show really bad, because it goes on so many hiatuses. And you guys don't really build it up either. It's one of your best viewed shows. Come on. Assholes. Anyway. So this episode is more or less the introduction of this universe's equivalent to Muckman, and I gotta say, he is one of the most nastiest fucking things I've seen in animation. And I know, yeah, he's made out of garbage, but they show, like, his spinal cord all broken up, some of his organs hanging out. I'm like, how did you get away with this? To show for kids. Oh my god. It's the same thing with, like, the Derp April from season 2. Yeah. It kind of felt like that whole spiel over again. So the whole episode of this episode, like I said, is Muckman showing up, and the introduction of Muckman, and we're getting more Bebop and Rocksteady, which is always really cool, and I'm really excited to see that, Bebop and Rocksteady are not like these mindless henchmen. No, they have plans of their own. They've got, Bebop and Rocksteady have plans of their own. Like, you can clearly see that they want to make a move against Shredder. So I'm really interested to see, like, maybe sometime down the road, Bebop and Rocksteady attempt to, like, try to take control of the Foot, or they leave, and from there they decide to make their own gang. Really curious to see how that's going to go out with those two. Also, I find it hilarious that they're still traveling in the same goddamn van that Michelangelo gave them the name. Another thing that I find, they're still building up the whole mind control thing, and it looks like Raphael's going to be, mind controlled in the next episode, and then I think the episode after that we're getting Mondo Gecko. But there isn't really a lot to talk about with this episode, other than, the action's really good. And I find it really interesting that they went with the whole, that they've made Muckman, out of all the characters, Muckman's the public mutant superhero. He's this horrible, disgusting creature, and yet the people of New York love him and want to make him, their public hero. So I find that hilarious that, someone who, if this was anything like the Muckman, if Muckman existed in any other universe, he'd be looked at as a freak or something. But no, the people of New York are like, yeah, we love you, Muckman, and the whole story is Muckman deciding whether or not to be a hero or not. And I like that, and I'm really hoping, and this is just a thing I'd like to see in the show, is like maybe somewhere down the road when they're facing off with the Foot Clan, you've got you've got Shredder's army of mutants, not just, he's got, Baxter Stockman with him, he's probably got Karai with him, mind controlled, he's got Bebop and Rocksteady, Razar, hopefully Toka as well, and Zever with him. And then you have he's got this whole mutant army ready to take over New York. And then you have the Turtles with all of their mutant allies. You've got they're allied with the Mutanimals, Muckman, the Punk Frogs, all of the mutants you've seen that have joined them. And you just have this big mutant, Turtles and their mutant friends versus the Shredder and his mutant army. And just have this big mutant war throughout New York. I would love to see that. But yeah, I just find it hilarious that, this horrible, disgusting creature is now being hailed as, New York's resident defender. I also found it hilarious that, Shredder just bitch-slapped everybody into oblivion. He just, after they disobeyed him, he just bitch-slapped the shit out of all of them. And that was and that's how you're like, yeah, I'm proud of you, but you still disobeyed me, so bitch slap. Anyway, another thing I found hilarious, and you guys have probably caught this if you watch Black Nerd Comedy, when Bebop is escaping from Michelangelo and Leonardo, he goes invisible and he's like, I'm outie 5,000. Now I know that's not a reference that Black Nerd that Andre had not coined himself. But apparently, the story is that was a direct reference to him, even though that's not the catchphrase he invented. That's actually something the creators of TMNT did for him, because he says that in all of his videos when he's done with a video. So that's what he does. He's they gave him a quick little reference through that, and I was like, that's actually, I kind of like when Bebop first said that, I was like, wait, back up. I rewound it. I was like, huh, that was a reference to Black Nerd Comedy, probably. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised in the least that somewhere down the road in this season or the next season probably, I would not be surprised at all in next season that they will get Andre to be a guest star on the show, whether as not really a recurring character, but maybe a one and done character, because the people over at the working on TMNT, they have a close relationship with Black Nerd Comedy. But Andre, I'll just say Andre. Yeah, they're close friends with Andre. So I guarantee you that what's going to happen sometime this next season. Not this season, but next season or the season after that, we're going. Andre is going to be on the. Andre is going to be a guest star on the show, whether it be regular or they're going to ask him to be on the show one way or another. They're going to find a way to ask him to be on the show. I mean, the dude wrote a How It Should Have Ended episode for the 2014 Turtles movie. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure the dude's getting a lot of recognition, so I would not be surprised, like, somewhere down the road, someone, most likely these guys working on this show, are like, hey, Andre, you want to do a show? You want to do a character for us? So anyway, sorry for that rant. I just really enjoy Black Nerd Comedy. But anyway. So, you guys tell me, what did you guys think of this episode? Did you all like it? Did you guys hate it? And are you guys excited to see next week's episode with the whole mind-controlled Raphael story? And also, the week after that, apparently we're getting Mondo Gecko as well. So, really curious to see what you guys have to say about this episode. Hope you all enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys later.